rotated, like, towards, yeah, Graves. Boom! Okay, that was pretty satisfying. Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some Lux mid into a Galio. Zyra and Twitch are kind of interchangeable for jungle and AD carry, so because of that I actually went Ghost, which is super uncommon for me. Usually don't really run Ghost on Lux, but I thought that maybe Twitch would be jungle, and if he was for some reason jungle, how jungle Twitch usually ganks is that he will just jump on you with Halo Blades and just auto-attack you a bunch and then just run away. So I had Ghost because I figured that it would be pretty good at just escaping those types of ganks. But yeah, Galio is a matchup that is kind of not the most entertaining one, because usually he is going to be like just building magic resist and stuff to make it so he's very tanky, but we will just be paying attention to when he steps up for the minions, and then if he steps up too aggressively for it, I can try to do poke. But when I try to do poke, the thing is that he could always like have a shield or something I have to break from earlier, and it's just kind of a chore to burn through all of his stuff that he has, because his kit is so annoying for making it so he's difficult to kill as a magic damage dealer, but that's okay. We'll just do the best that we can. Just landed 2 hits onto him. For some reason, that minion stopped hitting my wave, which actually kind of was really, really good. We'll just hit him a couple times with the auto attacks here, sidestep that so I don't get hit, just continue auto attacking a little bit, because it doesn't really matter what champion you're playing. If you're playing whatever champion, even if they're mostly a magic damage dealer, early game level 1 to 5, your auto attacks deal a lot, because everybody's abilities don't really deal just much just yet, right? So if I just can snare him and just CC him, then I can get a really good trade-off just with like 3 auto attacks. It's like probably just as effective, if not better, than actually landing an ability and a passive proc, because I also have to get through that shield too. But nice, like, he's missing a ton of farm here, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. We want to pressure him in such a way that if he steps up for minions, he has to sacrifice some of his HP to be able to get it. And then if we consistently do this over and over again, if he makes a mistake of overstaying, doesn't TP back, or something like that, we can either punish through either he just falls behind in farm, or he will hopefully die. But honestly, killing Galio is kind of a chore. I'm literally saving my mana because he might just reset eventually, so I'm not even throwing my abilities at him because I don't have TP like him. So if he has me burn my abilities on him, which can't kill him, and then he just TPs back, I'm just going to be stuck in lane with like no mana, which would suck. But I don't want him to be able to shove this in very easily either. So I have to like make a decision eventually. I don't know if he got that cannon there. I think he might have been denied it, which is perfect. And it looks like he... Okay, no, he's not taking base just yet. I was hoping that he would, because I was going to try to deny the farm. They have a Lulu and a Twitch, and the Lulu and Twitch are already losing hard. We see that they're bot side. I was going to say maybe Twitch would rotate mid after dying, because sometimes desperation for Twitch players will be they'll just immediately come mid lane and just try to fight you. I can just chunk this guy a little bit with my auto attacks. That's all I can really do, though. So what I'm going to try to do is that right when this wave comes in, we just auto-attack all of these really fast to try to shove it in, because I know that he wants to base so badly. And if I can prevent that, or, like, get a base off at the same timing as him, because, of course, he's going to be able to TP back, then at least we'll be able to get a pretty nice buy-off, and then I would say that we're probably, like, winning lane so far. Our top lane is losing really hard, but our bot lane, of course, is winning very hard. They have, like, all of the kills. Sion does scale well, so that's fine. He'll just be a body for us. They do have a relatively squishy team comp for, like, the people that I want to be assassinating. This guy is going the, not pure AP Galio, and rather the magic resist Galio, which is the one that is more, boring to play versus, because he's just really, really tanky. But we will just poke him with our first strike and try to get enough money to make it so I can get even stronger to be able to kill their squishies, because usually if you can't kill your lane, I can at least, like, generate money and or just play for, like, other fights, right? I'm just gonna use my ultimate here. It's not gonna deal that much, though. Could have dealt even less if he actually uses his W. Galio W reduces the amount of damage that he takes by a percentage, and it also can be used while he is snared, but he's not using it. I don't necessarily know why. But, yeah. Looks like bot lane threw a little bit, because honestly, most of them just died. This guy is almost dead, and I really, really, really want to kill him, but to kill him, I would probably need to land my R somehow. And I doubt that he would stick around for this next wave, right? I mean, I'll try to shove in quickly to force him into staying. Otherwise, he'll just take a big base, and then, you know, once he gets back, he'll lose a lot of farm, which isn't the worst thing in the world. We see Twitch's bot side again, so I'm safe against the stealth mechanic. If I put my E really, really far away, then right when the next wave comes in, I can, like, use my ultimate here just to clear all of it immediately. My teammate is pinging that Twitch, for some reason, was missing when he's clearly not. I was kind of paying attention to it already. And then I shouldn't get stopped, I think, unless he wants to, like, run underneath turret and try to hit me with W. I'm gonna go level 2 boots because I feel like, killing this guy is very difficult, but we could probably just try to shove and then either rotate or just continue hitting the turret. And if I am going to be getting ganked and stuff, I do want to have mobility so I can just run away with Ghost. Because hitting turret is kind of risky sometimes, where if you don't know where the enemy team is, you're going to be, like, kind of collapsed on. Bot lane got collapsed on by the Galio. He is trying to kill them, kind of. They did kill Twitch bot side, though, and honestly, I'm free to just hit this a bunch, which is pretty good. I don't think that I can save you. It's doesn't really seem like you can get very far away. But the good news is that they burn Flash to get her, so that's the good news there. We'll just keep our E there. The CD starts when you first cast it, so it's kind of nice an ability to use just to, like, use as a zoning tool. Doesn't always have to be perfect. Oh, okay, he had Flash. Darn, that sucks. Well, Graves, one ultimate, maybe? Never mind, I was able to get him with my Q from far away. Really nice hit onto him. Because I don't know where Twitch is, I should probably just leave. Because if Twitch just rotates on me, I'm just dead. But what we can do is that because the Zyra is shoving, is that we can just throw our abilities really far away here. Now that we see Twitch's bot side, we're, like, safe. And I get this whole wave without being punished for it, and without putting myself in danger. So now we have a 30 CS lead on this guy. Despite him being a difficult kill lane, we were able to kill him because he just kind of isn't using his abilities very effectively. So as long as we just play towards... Versus Galio, I guess that he'll poke you pretty well. That definitely is something that is annoying. He'll poke you with Q. Otherwise, he'll E at you and, like, taunt you. But his E is kind of telegraphed, so I try to sidestep it, or just, like, be far enough away that the E doesn't really bring him that far close to me. And if I can just play the kind of the kiting game against him, it's difficult for him to ever get on top of me without his teammates being nearby. Plus, also, we're generating, honestly, quite a bit of cash. I am up to about 200 bonus gold so far at 10 minutes, which is not too shabby for just getting free money versus this guy. I'm just going to ping that this guy's missing. We can also, like, see the side lanes. For instance, this Renekton is going Blade of the Ruined King, and he honestly is kind of chunked. And if somebody is a little bit chunked, that kind of means usually I can probably help out a little bit. There's a Zyra right here. I see her. Okay, I'm gonna shield you. I'm gonna have to flash away, otherwise I die. If we fight with Scion passive, it's probably pretty good here. Nice. I'll take a 1-for-1. Honestly, like, maybe I just can't step up as aggressively there without Graves also being nearby. Because we can't even burst the Zyra with our current build. Because we don't even have that many items yet. So the amount of damage that I did to her was kind of mediocre. If Graves was, like, in the area, but he was busy doing golems. I'm just glad that Zyra died in the first place, so it's at least a 1-for-1. And probably Scion's death isn't as impactful because at least Graves can be on the map trying to get CS and stuff. Meanwhile, Zyra has to like wait for respawning, and Scion comes back kind of fast because of his passive. I'm kind of I guess I'm just going to stick around just because I'm a little bit worried about him getting ganked. Like that guy. Okay, we see that there is a bot lane fight. Whoa. Dang, dude. He has cleanse, so he unfortunately just, like, easily got away from that. Well, I probably could have just popped Ghost sooner to try to run them down, which could have been better. You died? Wow, I cannot believe how much damage the Zyra plants deal. I mean, she is the person that kind of went bot side and killed my teammates over and over again, so I suppose it makes sense. Also, Twitch just respawned, so he shouldn't be here immediately. So I can probably shove this out a little bit. I'm not going to go for the other one. It's not really worth it. This, Renekton is really starting to become an issue, though. He really is. I'm going to go Storm Surge. Storm Surge is very good for just flat pen to kill squishies, and we don't really care about hitting Galio. We care about hitting everybody else. Renekton doesn't even have magic resist yet, so I should be able to deal quite a bit to him as well. My team got a decent collapse on the Galio. It is a Galio. Galio uses W also kind of poorly again to not keep himself alive. And Zyra is seen, so the people that I could walk into would be the Lulu. Okay, nice. We just full combo. Whenever my teammate lands CC, we just throw out everything. We don't even have to think about like waiting for it to land because we know that it will after they land it. Also, Graves died to Zyra, dude. I can't believe it. Whenever, also, you're playing usually with, like, a not enchanter support, supports are really, really, really good for the engaged ones to, like, do dive plays. Whenever somebody's alone underneath turret, if it's usually a numbers advantage for you and it's a squishy character, whether it's a mage or an AD carry, you just can go kill them. Who else would be here? Twitch wouldn't be here, so I guess I'm kind of confused of what this is all about. Because Twitch just died. Just kind of confused why he's playing so aggressive onto me. Unless he was just doing it just to be aggressive in the first place and not really caring about what the outcome would be. Also, I wish that Leona rotated this way, because Zyra might brush camp. We'll just clear out this vision. Zyra's still, like, around topside somewhere. Trying to kill this guy definitely is not possible, but I can just play for getting more money from first strike and just making myself get to those spike points to make it so I can kill their squishies even faster and stuff. I'm kind of out of mana, so I'm basing as well. My rune page doesn't have any mana generation, so I go very quickly, which means that we kind of have to be respectful about... Usually about 40% mana, I usually will think about if I can take a base without a big fight happening, because if I don't, and then I stay, and then now I'm at 20% the next wave, and then I have to join a fight, I only can use, like, one combo, which sucks. Darn, it didn't hit. He might have just rotated back here, but playing as Twitch is very... Oh, wow, look, he's right there. Oh. I'm most likely dead? Oh, no, I'm not. Wow. Cool. Didn't die. I was very scared about that. My ultimate is coming back up. I don't necessarily think I can deal enough to kill Twitch, sadly. Graves pinged me off as if, like, I guess I was gonna die. I guess it could kind of make sense a little bit. He probably thought that maybe Twitch would stick around with Lulu, because I saw the Lulu over here. You really want me to shove in bot lane? I feel like I should probably just go mid. And then go bot first. We can just clear the entire wave very quickly like that. We see that Twitch was around mid. I had a feeling that he probably was, because that's just what Twitches do. We want to do the objective. That is the neutral objective. And the one to take is, of course, the dragon. Okay, my team really wants to try to hit mid lane turret. The thing is this is like a method that can be used sometimes to like push people out of waves, or like out of the jungle, because if my team wants to do dragon, what you can do is that waves are how you get control of usually the areas of the jungle. So if you take a wave and you start shoving it, and the enemy is like camping inside of their own jungle because they're waiting for you to go in because they want to do the dragon, if you start shoving mid and there's a wave and there's only one person defending it and there's like 4 of you pushing it, they have to come stop you. So they're forced out, because if they don't, otherwise they lose inhib. Otherwise they can trade. Like, macro play is honestly just like numbers advantage and just like wave states. It's really not too complicated of a thing. Usually if you just look at pro play, all you do is just look at the mini-map and pay attention to like the positioning of like where players go and how they get vision control together, and then going together to do it. It's just pro players do it very well together, and then they can be good mechanically too, but the best pro teams are good mechanically, plus also they know how to be sure that they're on the same page for every single play. I feel like I needed a flash there, otherwise I was probably caught. I think. Not using my ultimate until I land a good Q. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, landed onto the Twitch there. Even if this guy dies, I feel like I can kill this guy afterwards. The Zyra plant is kind of beating the crap out of me, but it's still fine. And the rest of them died. I wish that my ultimate landed like a multi-man one, but it was okay. It still worked out favorably for us, I would say. Damn, compliment. Every single compliment that's posted in all chat towards somebody on the opposing side always feels like it's, like sarcastic. And they don't actually mean it. It's so difficult to not think of it that way, because genuinely most people, like, are sarcastic and don't mean it. Wow, Zyra, you're so good at League of Legends. Like, am I good? Yes. Okay, well, I am fed enough now, probably with this type of build, that versus the squishy champions, if I land full combo onto somebody that has tools to shield themselves or ulti to keep themselves alive. Also, we'll just ulti here just to, like, chunk him a little bit. You can see that, like, it almost kills him. But I knew that it wouldn't, and at least it could just make it so I get some first strike gen and stuff. We could collapse on this guy, could have, I guess, but there's no way now, because I think Leona's too far away. Because it would have been only possible to kill if we had Graves with us, but he's too far away. But if we can, like, chain CC him to the point that he can't move, then maybe he's killable still. Yeah. The phase rush trigger was too much. The phase rush gave him movement speed, and I missed my last Q because he was just too fast. If he doesn't have phase rush there, he's probably just screwed. They probably are gonna have, like, yeah, them commit very hard to try to kill my teammates here. Catching the Zyra is kind of difficult for me from this position. I don't know if this is necessarily warded, but I'm just trying to look for an angle where I can, like, land my Q. Ooh, nice. Landed something? A little bit of first strike money. Almost have Shadow Flame completed. We've generated 400 gold so far. I thought that guy was going to walk straight into us, but sadly he did not. And then he also might go on my teammate, but if he does that, we have Leona here. Okay, I just chunked the crap out of all of them in the back. I landed a really good combo. I just generated 100 gold. I'm trying to shield my teammate to keep them alive, but I can't. I'm not going to even pop my ghost just yet. I will now to try to kill the Zyra at least, because if she dies, it's huge. Then we'll just auto-attack that guy. I will try to shield my teammate to keep him alive. I have no mana, which is the problem here. Nice. We have no mana again, though, so it's probably best for me to just leave. I had a feeling that Twitch was going to appear, too. Here, I'll shield you. I have, like, the smallest shield ever, but it's still enough. Cool. Well, that was a massive hit on LUX with the E plus R combo onto their backline, because the Leona was able to land stuff onto the Zyra. Zyra is by far the most important person on their team to, like, make it more challenging for us to win these fights. Are these fights kind of random because they're somewhat over just, like, waves? Yeah, but it's also because the enemy team... If you just start fights all the time, sometimes if we, like, want to go collect a wave or something, those fights that are seemingly random now can actually be beneficial for them. For instance, like, this whole chase is so weird. Like, why is this guy chasing so far? But because he did it, now they might try to do Baron. And if they're going to try to do Baron while we're doing Dragon, it's probably important for me to... prevent it. Okay, well, this guy, unfortunately, is just here. I'm just going to chunk him a little bit. I'm just going to check this just to see if Zyra's still doing it, because she maybe started it, and we could see that she's not. She is just rotating to the dragon, but the dragon's already gone. Graves has been on it this entire time. So we'll just get the soul, and then because we have soul now, we can just prep for the Baron. Graves is shoving bot for some reason, even though it's kind of random to do that. If I want to ulti that guy... Ooh, this guy instead is probably better to hit, but I'm gonna get initiated on instead, and I can't even, like, get my ultimate off fast enough. I knew that something bad was gonna happen. This is why, like, playing versus Renekton with Blade of the Rune King is so scary. I always try to kite away from that guy, and I knew that it was a little bit risky when he went for my teammate here that I step up into him because he killed me in one stun. Like... I died so freaking fast because I'm so squishy. Just getting hit by one single thing just instantly kills me. But it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, the team is still pretty far ahead. We still have most of the objectives. Having the Air Dragon Soul will still help out for the later team fights, even if this is still challenging to, like, at least end with. We just focus on doing this. Just get the Baron. Get the Baron, take the inhibs. After we get inhibs, we could wait for Elder if we wanted to play it the safest. Otherwise, we're kind of ready to go. Twitch just rotated, like, towards, yeah, Graves. Boom! Okay, that was pretty satisfying. Killed both of them without any assist from any of my teammates, so it was just 2 one-shots straight up. Because they probably saw that Graves was there, and then when Graves was running towards them, what they wanted is that they wanted to turn on Graves, who was then chasing somewhat, but they didn't realize that I was also around a corner that they probably had no vision control of, and got caught because of it. Got another kill. I guess I could have just tried to one-shot the Twitch and base too, but I didn't. I put my E back there, so it hit one person at least. I'm gonna shield my teammates. Honestly, pretty efficient shield there. I messed up my E, so I'm not gonna be able to kill that guy, but... that guy will die, even though I missed my Q. I still have my other ability. Zyra's doing her best to try to wave clear this, but... Nice, okay, we actually got her with that. I didn't think that my ultimate was going to be able to finish her. Plus 40 gold, we're up to 800 gold gained on this, and also I have death cap now, and we can also buy a blue pot. We are close to level 16. My ultimate is on a 24-second CD almost, and does 1400 damage. 800 AP. Gathering Storm proc isn't even here yet. Give me the 800 AP, dude. I wanna one-shot people, but... I guess that we were pretty fortunate that the setup for the LUX play previously was kind of lucky. Because, I mean, it was through vision control. Getting that type of play when you're inside of their base is difficult because they can see you the entire time. I'm just going to ulti just because I knew that she was walking straight up into an area that would be easy to land it on her. And just get a little bit of bonus money and... chunk her a little bit. Also damage test. I just want to see visually what it would look like. That was with her shielding herself too. So it did about half of her HP if she shields. $813 AP. This would probably kill Twitch, right? I think that would literally kill him if it landed, but it didn't, sadly. The enemy team is so deep here in their own jungle, but their own jungle is, like, kind of unsafe. We have decent pink wards around. I snare this guy for sure. He dies very quickly. Aw, man, he has cleanse. I was waiting for Leona to stun, but after the Leona stun went off, it was just doomed. Because, he just cleansed it. So anyways, thanks for watching of the LUX game. That's how I, like, have to play versus a lane that's, like, super annoying to play versus, where it's difficult to kill. We still were able to pressure, hard enough that we were able to get one solo kill. Plus, I felt like we had more control of the lane for most of the time, and I never gave an opportunity where... Twitch nor Zyra could ever, like, gank me, which is honestly really, really good to do. If you can ever prevent the enemy team from, like, ganking you, it's really quite effective. So Galio did absolutely nothing this game. I got second most damage, generated 900 gold. So, peace out, have a great day, thanks for watching, see you guys next time, bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the LUX in Arena. We are starting off with some gold augments. This is auto attack based. Crit could sometimes be useful if you got other stuff, like later on, that got lucky. Otherwise, it usually isn't very good. Mark's Mage is by far the best one. Not really the most entertaining thing, because all it does is just make it so you deal bonus physical damage on hit, based off of how much AP you have, but definitely powerful for winning the early game, and usually scales pretty well too. It's like good early, plus also... way later. Sometimes early game, for instance, the like Ocean Dragon is so good early, but then it falls off because later on the Ocean Dragon like just kinda doesn't really heal for as much. But meanwhile, this just scales to be powerful all game long. We can just beat this guy with auto attack. She could never beat me. I don't think that I even die here too, but I appreciate you flashing to try to help me. So we did 800 damage during a single round. Usually Ocean Dragon Soul with a long round can heal for about 1,000. And that makes you feel pretty invincible. So for me to be able to deal that much, and then also know the later on I can just have like 900 AP in my auto attack set for like 1,000 is a bit ridiculous. For these, I feel like Vladimir is the most fun, I guess, of all of them, because maybe it gives everybody a random thing that could be kind of goofy, because everybody getting, I don't know, raid boss or something, so everybody just doesn't even play the first 10 seconds of the round. I kind of want something auto attack related, almost like scope weapons or something. Quantum computing on everybody. Wow. Well, that's gonna be interesting. I'm waiting for everybody's thing to trigger. It's all gonna trigger at the same time. Is it not? Where is it? Every 10 seconds. Does it not work? During this section of the lobby? I swear it used to. Maybe they made it so it doesn't anymore. I'm not really sure. Or maybe it requires one round before it begins, I guess, too. I'm not positive on it. Phenomenal Evil on Fizz. Quantum computing is just like Camille W, but it's all around you, so the outer edge does the most damage and heals. It's usually better for melee characters than it is for anybody else. Got two of them. Oh, the pillar dropped on his head, too. Dang. Doesn't seem like my teammate can really help here, huh? Ooh, nice. Good kill. This kind of did a lot of damage, not gonna lie. It hurt them bad for it. I don't know why it doesn't all go off at the same time. I have Twin Mass. Do you want Twin Mass, bro? Ah, you got Lightning Rod? My teammate got Lightning Rod, which makes it so, auto cast is affected by ability haste. I kind of want to look for Lightning Rod, too. Could be kind of fun. Dragonheart. I'm not going to look further than that. We'll just take this. So, I'll just be tanky from this, because, my teammate, of course, is going to have, like, pretty good stats for armor and health, and this will just give me a lot of those stats. It's not going to give me high AP or anything, but honestly, we should be able to deal plenty with what we have, I think, augment selection-wise. Nice. Why is there another Fizz? Wow, I'm surprised that my Q missed. Dang, that's bad by me. Still can just kill him with auto attacks, though, probably. We'll just have to try to run, but I'll just have to flash, otherwise I die. And I don't want to maybe have a slim chance that for some reason Alistar wouldn't be able to carry, even though he probably would be able to pretty easily. Because he was kind of like full HP. Still chill. Not the Talisman. I know people hate it when I go Talisman. Dude, I kind of want to save up to be able to buy another freaking Prismatic, but if I wanted to do that, I probably would just go for a random legendary item and just choose whatever. Malignance... You know what? I think Perplexity is maybe okay. Perplexity gives you, it's like a pen item, but it also gives you armor pen. So I get some magic pen, some armor pen, because my auto attacks kind of do hit a lot. So why not just make it so it is a little bit more efficient, even though we're still going to be going full AP. You don't want to hit this guy? Oh, that was a nice escape, I guess. I just killed him with auto attacks. We'll just go over here and just heal ourselves. I feel like my teammate probably doesn't need me immediately to try to assist. I thought he was gonna use his combo, like using Q instead of just using W, but instead he just used 1. It also does have a Giant Slayer bonus, so we also deal more damage to people who are super tanky in case we ever fight people who have, like, Heartsteel and stuff. Usually it's pretty effective versus those guys. Damn, accelerating sorcery does sound really cool to have. Giant Slayer is probably the most efficient thing here, but I would prefer to get, honestly, something that could have been more entertaining, like a Jeweled Gauntlet or something. But since we have this, we might as well take it, because though Doomsayer is a curse augment, and yeah, you can get, like, stacking of it, but, like, think about how many times I'm landing abilities onto people. I have to land 25 abilities to max stack it. 25. That's insane. The chances of me being able to do that are so slim. Damn, dude. That hurt bad. Ouch. Yeah, and he has his ultimate back up again. Of course, bro. Wow, we actually got a kill. Cool. I don't know if Alistar can beat this guy in a 1v1, but at least we are in a similar position where both of us died in a spot where we could probably get rezzed. No, dude, your W's are not on point. Your W's are... You're dead. You're gonna die before you can res me. No! That's okay, though. We have been kind of winning, like, every single round, so that was our first loss. Okay, I saved up for Prismatic for a reason. I wanted to get something crazy. I don't know, probably like Ruin Carver or Demonic Embrace would also be okay, because I do have a lot of HP for my teammate. Or deal damage from far away, huh? So, Diamond Tip Spear is that you deal more damage further away by a percentage. That's kind of nice, because I guess we do have Giant Slayer, which is deal damage based off of how much smaller you are than them by a percentage. And then if you get other things that are percentage related, it can get very busted. Wow, that was a little bit absurd, but it still seems like they're not gonna die immediately, and I might just die before I can even, like, kill them. He has crazy healing. I just landed a crazy good combo on them, and it didn't even matter. Wow, that's crazy. That's so sad. I just landed such a good hit, did I not? I even feel like my W hit them as well. How on earth was that a loss? That's crazy to me, but oh well. I tried to deal as much as I could, dude. I don't know if Alistar wasn't able to combo fast enough, because for me to snare both of them there, I think is kind of risky. Or not risky, but difficult. Okay, so if I go health and size, technically I'm going to benefit from my teammate who also is very, like, in the same way health and size, so I would become very tanky from that. He just took percentage health. So he probably did take this, which probably means that if I take it, I'm just going to get a huge benefit from it. But also, if I got Fortune Shard early on, I guess I could, like, also buy other items that could maybe be crazy. Oh, let's go this. 4,000 HP on me. I don't know if he can still look for it, but the Twin Mask or not. But if he finds it, it would be really helpful. I'd really be grateful for that. My teammate's kind of getting to, like, a bit of a fight. This guy's melee range, so if she ever tries to fight us, if we just, like, wait patiently, we kind of just win with autos and stuff. Because we can just outrange her, really. Dude, the total attack damage amp that I get from this spear is crazy with Mark's Mage. If I, like, got 1,000 AP, and then I'm, like, hitting for 1,100 every auto attack, and then this is also amplifying that by 30%, it's so nuts how quick the damage can kind of add up. But, of course, the way to get to, like, 1,000 AP would be... we would have to get, like, a Wiglets, which is probably not possible at this point. Or we would need to get, like, an Overlord's Bloodmail with Adapt, where I can turn a mass amount of HP that I'm going to be getting into more AD. Wow, that's crazy for Alistar. You know, I feel like Aftershock and Glacial might be okay, because reducing the amount of damage that people are going to be dealing to me when they're trying to kill me seems fine. I don't know. Seems alright. I kind of want it. It also will slow them down, too. And I also will have a huge amount of armor and magic resist for a moment after I land it. Maybe I can stay alive because of that, when I try to get one-shot by this Katarina, who is gonna just attempt to do a one-tap. She's probably invisible. Oh, we won. Cool. I didn't even realize that set died. Huge. Yeah, the Katarina literally just bum rushes me every single fight, but I still was able to dish out enough, even though we have very little amount of AP. We're just tanky enough to survive it. Which is why Twin Mask is sometimes really efficient. Dude, you got Demon King? Yeah, I feel like I just continue buying stuff that probably will be similar. Although, I feel like we already saw Demon King. Did we see Dragonheart too, so we can't get that either? What else would I even want at this point? Still the Demonic? If we win this round, I could sell this and buy. So that's why I'm not buying an item right now. Because I don't think that I really want anything. I'd rather just get another Prismatic. And I'm confident that with my teammate being so fed that it should be okay. Whoa, Alistar. Your combos are not the best, but that's okay, dude. It happens. I get it. This Fizz is dashing, I think, right? So that's why I'm dying to the burn. If he somehow wins this, then I don't know. I will be a little bit surprised. Oh, the healing didn't go through. Oh, wait. Okay, nice. It actually worked out. Holy. Movement speed and size benefits the other augment that is about dealing more damage based off of champion size, so because of that, we'll of course take it. Get a Prismatic. Talisman is probably one of the only efficient ways of probably getting like a ridiculous amount of AP that will be pure luck based, but dude, I can have so much. I can have, I guess, lethality too, just to deal damage with auto attacks, but that's probably not what I want. Wow, my critical strike chance is also now 70%. Doesn't really affect Mars Mage though. Okay, well this just gives like some AP, so we'll take it. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I'll just leave because I don't want to get one-tapped. And then we'll just rotate back over to this. I'll take the plant. He gets hit, and he just dies. Nice. My Alistar also has accelerating sorcery, so because he has a way to get a bunch of ability haste, what's going on is... Oh, wait a second. Q ability haste, It would be kind of goofy to have movement speed based off of how much ability haste you have, too. That would also be pretty nice. So I'm just going to do one reroll and just see what I get. I'm going to take Big Brain instead. Let's just try to get high AP, I guess, instead. Okay. 3,000 mana. And also 135 AP is a lot. Like, a really ridiculous amount. Dude, that guy does not take damage whatsoever. What on earth? All he did is just flash on me and I die. Oh, what? Dude, I survived for apparently long enough. Okay. My teammate is giving me, of course, some stats with Twin Mask with the accelerating sorcery, so that is pretty nice. Did 9,000 damage that round. I'm just not going to roll that. What we can do with this ridiculous amount of mana is that we can make it so we have a ridiculous amount of anything, really. Well, not anything, but... AP, for instance. This currently is giving 82. It doubles to 4% when it's at its next stage, and it also gives more mana then too. But this gives 3,300 mana. This gives 1,200, so it's as if I have a bunch of Seraphs in a way. So the shield is going to be gigantic, and the AP is going to be gigantic from it. Okay, that person died immediately. I'm kind of burning to death a little bit. One auto attack. Okay, it's 1v1 versus these guys. The least squishy LUX you'll ever see. Oh wait, you found a Twin Mask? Dude. Yeah, that's why I have 7,000 HP, huh? So if I go for Oh, I have to finish it. I would go Fimbulwinter, probably. So I'll just go Death Cap to increase my AP by a pretty large margin. And then we'll just go that, plus also Blue Pot, why not? We don't lose if we lose this round as well. 7,000 HP is wild, dude. Too bad I could still definitely die, because they just know that they can definitely kill me. I'm quite weak if I get caught. But, like, if I just continue running away with, like, how fast I am and stuff, there's just nothing that they can do. Dude, the amount of damage that this thing is doing is absurd. 8,000 damage that round just from my Marks Mage, and that was Lux in Arena. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day and all that. Damage dealt probably is not going to be as good as the Alistar, because he kind of had a really insane run going, but I got to benefit him. So thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye.